Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. So this is a review of Rex. This is episode 182 of the Vintage Collection Quick Shots series. If you want to see the rest of the series, there's a link below, and you might see some other characters I've just introduced here. Sometimes I will do that, I will bring some people in to discuss them, of which it would be rude not to bring in Captain Fordo. I always talk about Fordo with regards to Vintage Collection Rex, have done for years. And then I thought I'd give Echo a little bit of spotlight, because there's a lot of talk about fives. He's the one that got the individual card fives, but, Echo's great. And Jesse's good as well. I'll come to them in a minute, but this is what you should have got with him. But they gave you this. But, I can't grumble too much personally, because I was at a stage where, look at me, I'm a carded collector, but I'm also a loose collector. If you want to know why we've got so many loose figures here, it's because I've just been doing a few reviews tonight and I've had to include them with the featured characters I'm reviewing. But there was a stage when I actually said, I think I might have even said it in a video, that I would have been happy for them to repack this Black Series figure, which they have done, just to get him on a good card back, because he deserved to be on a vintage card back, him and countless other figures. And for the 10,000th time on this channel, I will say that every figure that was in the orange card Black Series line, every figure and character that was on the Black Series orange card or TIE Fighter line, I think this guy was in the TIE Fighter line, they should have all been Vintage Collection. Now, they all came along post 2012, 2013 and 14 was the Black Series 3 3/4 inch. What a complete waste of time. Bruh. Not for the 3 3/4 inch, the Black Series, I'm afraid. I hope Hasbro have learned that lesson. I like the branding of the Black Series is great. I love it for helmets and lightsabers, and 6-inch works quite well. But, multi-articulated cards of Vintage Collection, really. Although, you could argue that they've had the Legacy Collection that was fully articulated. And, even when the Vintage Collection wasn't rolling, every 3 3/4 inch was always fully articulated and detailed until the advent of 5POA. And the movie line and all of that, Saga Legends, the 5POA Saga Legends was terrible. But this guy unfortunately missed his first opportunity to be on a Vintage Collection card. But he is now, but, by the time, so much time has passed, it was rude of them to do this. It would have been quite polite to have done something. I mean, god damn it, it's Captain Rex, and if any character deserves a little bit of TLC and effort from the developing department, whoever at Hasbro, it's him. And he could have done with this. I always said, right from the beginning of my channel, when I was listing characters I wanted in the Vintage Collection, I said, do him in the Vintage Collection, but make him as good as Captain Fordo, with the soft goods there, you see, right there. And he's a great figure, him. Although I would improve him now. I'd give him an articulated rangefinder, like Echo and his mates. Echo and the Bunnymen now have... Sorry, he's lost his blaster. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a bad start, isn't it? Well, get up. So, look at this. Articulated rangefinder, removable helmet. People moan about that. I've got no problem with that. I'm going to mount the camera at that point. Here he is. So, that's what Rex needed, man. And I think they're going to do it. The word is that Patrick from Hasbro has come out and said, yes, we're going to do another Rex or whatever. It would be great if they did a different card, actually. That would be really good. They can't do him on any other card other than Clone Wars. Well, they could do Rebels, but we don't want an old Rex. We want a prime of his life Rex, don't we? So they could do a second card for Clone Wars, or maybe just do the same card again with a different figurine. It depends on how ambitious they want to be. If I was running Hasbro and I was making another figure, I'd make another card for it as well. Why not? What the hell difference does it make to print off something different? They're going to have to print off that image again anyway, so why not change the image? Give it a new number as well, why not? I don't know. So there is Echo, really good. I wish they'd brought Jesse through now as well, but I didn't. It doesn't matter. So anyway, that's what you could have got and should have got, really. But still, let's go on to this figure. The one in there is exactly the same as the Black Series one, but it is a nice looking figure. The head is probably a little bit too small. He's got a bit of a pea head, but it's still really well detailed. You can see all his notches really well. I'll go in on that later. I want to tell you a little trick I do on my display in the other room. I have lots of shelves, loose figures, and what I do is I have Rex at the back, and I have these fellas. I don't have Fordo mixed in with them. I have them my 501st, but I have Jesse, Rex, and Fives at the front, and I have Rex at the back. And do you know what? It works better that way. Something called force perspective, isn't it? Because his helmet's smaller, he looks like he's just a little bit further away. And if you have him at the back, it just means that it gives it a bit of scale and distance, you know. I certainly wouldn't want him at the front because it would just not do nothing but highlight how small his helmet is, and it would look ridiculous. But anyway, get them out of the way. Let's just get him on the turntable. You see, the figure is really disappointing in terms of you can't do that with it. It's got that hard goods there. The quality, as Victoria from Victoria's Cantina, you know, she discussed the quality depreciation in 3 3/4 inch around about 2013. And this was one of her case examples. If you put him head to head with him, he loses all day long. This Rex is not as good. So anyway, I could talk about him till the cows come home. Fordo is amazing, but still, let's talk about what's good about him. The detail is fantastic. I'll just get a zoom on him, fix a zoom and pan up, but that's not working. Hang on. There you go. And look at the notches there on the leg. Really good. See, the detail there is fantastic. Because it's Black Series, you might find the apps are maybe not so good. I don't know. And I will look at the figure in the bubble in a minute as well, because I actually, when I did look at the figure in the bubble, I thought maybe it looked better than this. Because at the end of the day, I doubt they would have repacked a load of figures they minted in 2013 and they've kept in storage knowing that they were going to put it on a vintage card. I seriously doubt that. If they have, that might be interesting just to think that. I don't think somebody at Hasbro said, right, okay, let's make a load of them in the Black Series and we'll just make a whole load of others until 2020 when we put him on a vintage card. I doubt it. They've just re-released the figure, but there's something about him looks a little bit better and different. Let's just see if we can do a bit of a comparison here. I think that's more of a grey. Can you see the ammo pouch there? Looks a little bit greyer on him than there. So they've obviously used different plastics. It could never be 100% the same. But the actual features and articulation will be exactly the same. Except, again, you know, the Black Series, it's been remarked many times before. The orange and blue line, they really did enough. They cut a lot of corners. Some dodgy paint apps happened. This is all right, but I'm talking a couple of Stormtroopers. The joints and stuff where they're supposed to be black paint were like, they'd missed touches and stuff. Obviously, the factory weren't, spending as much time on those figures as the previous thing of the vintage collection, which brings me to one final point. We're talking about lines of figures and, going back to yesteryear, the Legacy collection and all of the other lines that ran alongside the vintage collection in 3 3/4 inch were all fully articulated. Saga Legends, movie heroes, they all had articulated figures. But one thing that about the vintage collection in particular, above all other brands, was that it was the creme de la creme, you see. And it's true. If you look around here, most of the figures are the best that you can get. And they've kept that quality up with a lot of these new things here. Some of these figures are, excellent. A couple of times that might not be so, but mostly it's true. However, when you come to this guy, it is the best there is available, actually, ironically, for Rex. But on a technical level, it's painfully obvious that they could do better. And the evidence is right in front of you. So it's embarrassing that they've let that happen. They shouldn't have. It's all right for them to come out now and say, yeah, we're going to give you a Rex. We're going to give you a Rex with a removable helmet. We're going to do that for you. Well, you should have done it the first time round, buddy. You know what I mean? Patrick, man, how did you let that happen? Awful. But anyway, moving on, you will get an articulated Rex with a removable helmet. So patience, because the one in the Black Series 6-inch is absolutely amazing, actually. That's a really good figure. For all I don't really collect 6-inch, that is a good figure. Anyway, I have waffled on far too long. Thank you for watching. If you're still here and you've not got bored of it, and please do tap the like button. Thank you very much. And do subscribe if you are new. It is free to subscribe. The little button below. Tap it. And also hit the notification bell as well. Also, existing subscribers, check you are still tapped. Because, for some reason, YouTube sometimes untaps or unchecks that notification bell. So you will miss, because I do regular uploads, usually one a day. especially with this series. Now we're running to a close. In fact, I think that is the last episode I need to do. I have been doing this series, whatever you want to call it, for 2 years. January 2019 I started, and I could have wrapped it up in 1 year because there's only 115, or there was back then, till the halfway point of the vintage collection. But you don't do them every day. You do other stuff as well and have days off. But I finally got there. We're up to date, and quite a good character to end on because Rex is brilliant. Oh man, I haven't said one thing. God almighty. I was going to talk about the card back. Let's just very quickly have a look at this card image, and let's get one thing clear. That image of Rex is him. Look at the force field there. I love this card back because that's the first time Rex ever appeared in the Clone Wars. If you watch the movie in 2008, Rex is part of that battle. I don't know the planet. It's a really good operation. There's a massive fight between the Separatists and the Republic. And, you first see Ahsoka as well in that episode, in that same maneuver. Ahsoka and Anakin slip behind enemy lines. He's in the front line with Obi-Wan, and that massive force field goes above that city, and that's that card back. That's why I love the card back. For all I've had to say about the figure being a bit lame, the card back is spectacular. I love it. Really nice. I didn't like it when I first saw it released because I'd seen other really good images of customizers who'd done, nice card backs for Rex, but actually that's a situation where I will tip my hat and say, well done, Hasbro. Good choice. What are your thoughts on this card back and the figure? Let me know below. That's another good card back there for a good clone. Look at that. Cody and Rex together, man. That's brilliant. Fantastic. Thank you for watching. One more time, I have been only one Kenobi. Only one. Out. Ahsoka Tano. Let's get those clankers.